Boom shakalaka, boom. What's happening, everyone? Deuce Pesic here, founder and chief visionary officer of ND Pesic Group, and welcome to day 115 of 365. What's happening, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Boy, howdy, are we having a great day up here in Tallahassee. The weather's just been outstanding all day. I guess it's the first day of fall or something. But man, sun's been out all day, zero humidity, cool. Cool. It's just been cool. I mean, it's just been one of those amazing days. I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. Yesterday I touched up on a quote from Simon Sinek, and I thought, I should share some of the quotes that have impacted me. And that's one of the things I like about quotes from people, simply because, being empathetic and trying to walk in someone's shoes, you try to figure out what was it that they were going through when this thought came about. Like, what kind of day were they having? Was that particular instance, traumatic, happy, aha moment? I mean, it goes across the board. So that's one of the things that I actually, even back in the early 90s, I found it interesting that many Fortune 500 companies at the time, the CEOs majored in philosophy, and I didn't get it. Like, I didn't understand. And what that was it made you think in order to think in different ways that could apply to your own industry. Think of different ways of operating. Speaking of folks, it just it really kind of puts your head into different ways of looking at things, which causes those things to be able to be changed if need be. So I found that very fascinating, and it wasn't until maybe about the mid 90s where I really started getting into them. One of the companies I was working with used Red Books as their communication systems, and the particular volume we ordered had a daily quote, just like you see every day. Einstein, Jim Rohn, and leaders. I mean, just the people of the world who've made big impacts. So it really kind of got me into reading a quote every day through that communications book. Really kind of put me into, like, I wonder what they were going through at time of writing. So the one that I wanted to share today was Michael Gerber had wrote, great businesses aren't built by extraordinary people. Rather, they are built by ordinary people doing extraordinary things. And that's a very important message right there. It's important for people to understand that they don't need to be this Yale or Harvard educated individual to be successful in life, to chase after your passion or your career or your goal, and really working towards getting to that level that you imagine yourself to be at. There's no, I don't believe in impossibilities. If you could see it, you could build it. I mean, that's, but that particular quote really kind of put things in a perspective of, yeah, you don't have to be something. You don't have to be the one who's perceived as something greater um, in order to get to that level. You can do it too, just in your own way, and it's important. I think a lot of people shut down and don't chase their thing because of that feeling that, well, I'm not a college graduate, I'm not a Harvard graduate, I don't hold any special certificates. What makes me think I could do this? And we need to go ahead and help people along. And I think that particular quote right there really puts things in perspective. That's how it did it for me. I mean, I didn't, I did go to some college. I spent 26 years in the restaurant industry, and I guess the trajectory at that time was to have my own place and I have my own little niche and concept and specialty of food. But towards the end, after 26 years, that's the part that kills me. After 26 years, I really started hating the smell. I hated smelling like the freaking place I just left, in my clothes, and I had to leave my shoes outside. It's, it that smell just got to me. So I didn't want to do that. And of course I had it like, well, what am I going to do now? And but things change, and the ones that survive are the ones that are most readily available to change, adaptable to change. So, embrace the change. It's important. You're going to grow. You're going to evolve. You're going to get wiser, smarter. So, but yeah, that quote from Michael Gerber really really impacted me. And then at the same time, with us having our interesting story of the way just I grew up in, and it's all in the storytelling. And in our storytelling, it's very important to just make people be aware that, look, we're all the same. We could all do this. You just have to learn how to begin and the disciplines that go along with it. Those rags to riches stories, the protagonist, succeeding after a plethora of obstacles that just kept them down, and they wound up evolving, and they surpassed those obstacles and became that thing that they were working towards. So, please, we should all be helping those people get on track and see where where their destinies lead them. And destinies could lead to it's your destiny. You're destined to be there. Go after it, no holds bar, regardless of what anybody says. And at the same time, right, these same people are doing the same thing. The billionaires of the world are telling folks in speeches and talks and the books that they write how to do it. And it's sad that people want it given to them. They don't want to work for it, and that's on them. That part is tough. You can't convince somebody to work hard for them to be this thing that they could really be. I just don't want to go through it. It's like that one guy I knew who, wrote an amazing storyline of a screenplay, and he gave up because he said it's gonna be too hard to get there. That's sad, man. That's sad. But anyway, much love to you guys. Have a fantastic day. Tomorrow's the last day of the week. I hope you crush it. Much love to you. Have a great night. And always remember, we are what? One people, one earth. Cheers.